Hi everyone, Paul Finck here, the Maverick Millionaire, and this is Maverick Mondays. This is where we talk about how to do it different, to create different results, in your life, and how to make it real for you. How to take all those theories, all those little processes that we hear about, and actually make them real in your life so that you can create the abundance, create the life, create the joy that you really are looking for, versus being on all these webinars and being on all this training and being on all reading and taking DVDs and CDs and downloading all that information into us. The real key is, how do we apply it into our life, and how do we make it real, and how do we create the life of our dreams? That's what I talk about every single week. That's what I train on. That's what I coach on. I coach all around the world, speak all around the world as well, in helping to deliver the message that you too can do this. We're going to be talking about, loving mistakes and absolutely loving what you mess up on, loving what you, just kind of screw it up every day, all day, twice on the next, and keep on doing it. And when you do, and when you really love it, it actually creates success. I know it's hard to believe, only those failures and that loving of failure is what creates success. Wait a second. Let me understand this. And we're going to get into this. And I want all of you to understand this is Facebook Live. Whether you're listening to this as a rebroadcast or seeing it live, I want you to comment. And I want you to comment below your thoughts, your feelings, whether you love this, whether you hate it, what's going on in your brain when you hear it, whatever it is. I want you to comment so that we get real dialogue going rather than this one-way communication. Absolutely create some feedback for me and some dialogue. It's the way that we'll continue to develop this message and make it really, really real for you. So, which is really key. So here we are. We've got our message, and what we're talking about here is loving mistakes. Way back when, it used to be thought that we had certain abilities. We were born with certain capabilities. We even talk about it today. It's in our genes. It's who we are. It's what we're about 24/7. It's how we showed up in this world and how we'll die in this world. Period. End of story. We even have things called IQ tests. I've got 6 children. They've all taken these great things called SATs, and where they're given a grade, given a test score that is supposed to tell that the other people, the schools or colleges or whoever looks at it from this point forward, it's supposed to communicate to them how intelligent my children are, how intelligent we are as people. Take your SAT scores or take an IQ test, and both have been leaned on as the end all to be all. It doesn't really adjust, doesn't change much. It is an absolute, here's what your score is, that determines who you are from this point forward, or more importantly, what the belief is who you were born as and who you will die as. Well, thank God we've had some studies in the world and some scientists and psychologists that have really taken a look at the human condition and realized, oh my gosh, and it seems so obvious now, we as humans can change. We as humans can grow. We can actually do something more in our life than we first thought. We could actually shift our personality. We could shift our skill sets. We could create more in our life. Matter of fact, it's been shown that as we study, as we learn something new, we experience something new. We read a new book. We see a new movie. We listen to a new song, for instance, on the radio. Whatever it is that we create as an experience in our life new synapses actually get created. We actually grow our brain power as we have new experiences. It grows even more exponentially when we experience a challenge. For instance, when we really test ourselves and go beyond our limits, we actually create even more brain power, more synapses, more neurons. We create more intelligence, abilities. We can actually shift and change who we are, who we were born as. Oh my gosh, this is revolutionary. Now go back, and there's been some great work. Carol Dweck wrote about it in her book, Mindset. Now, this book has been a classic. People have talked about it. And I'll tell you, it was written back in, and let me double check on the date. It was written back only in 2006. And this was revolutionary. What she said was that, oh my gosh, your mindset is not fixed. Your abilities are not fixed. Matter of fact, there are some people that believe it, and with this fixed approach to life, they struggle. But when you have a growth mindset, the understanding that you can grow your abilities, you can grow the synapses in your brain, you can grow your abilities to think, to process, you can actually grow your intelligence. And this was revolutionary concepts back in only 2006. She's been talked about ever since now, well over a decade, about how great this study was. This is amazing stuff. So I want you to get, hey segment, welcome. And so I want you to get this brand new, hey Robin, welcome. Talking about mindset, talking about how mistakes, failure, messing things up actually is positive because our brain power grows whenever it happens. We get more powerful, more skilled, more knowledgeable. Our intelligence increases every time we face a challenge. Every time we create something, we move past our comfort zone, which is why highly successful people talk about stretching your comfort zone, and they do challenges. They go out there and they do crazy things in their life to really stretch the boundaries of what's possible, because they know that it increases their brain power. It increases what happens inside. So 2006, Carol Dweck talked about this growth mindset. And I'll tell you, this stuff has been around for a long time. We go back, and I've talked about Gandhi, who passed away in 1948. And Gandhi has this great quote that I talk about, and where he talks about your beliefs become your thoughts become your words become your actions become your habits become your values, and your values become your destiny. I quote this as often as possible because here's what it means. What Gandhi is saying here is that everything you think, your beliefs, your thoughts, the words that follow, all create your life. That's right, everything in your life. It starts with your beliefs. It starts with your thoughts. So when your thoughts and your beliefs lead to your destiny, lead to your life, how powerful would it be to get control of your thoughts, your words, your ideas, your beliefs? So understand all this is powerful in your life to pay attention to. So we've got, you can tell when it's a live broadcast and the phone rings, you know it's really live. So understand this isn't edited out. This is where it's at, guys. So we have growth mindset. We understand that Gandhi talked about how we can actually put our mind to empower our beliefs, our thoughts, to empower our world, to create it. Then back, let's see, we had The Secret, which came out sometime 20 years ago. And The Secret was this great movie and book that came out that talked about what you put out there, you get back. Kind of sounds familiar. What you think, what you transmit to the world actually shows up in your life. We had in science, and this is all based on real deal. We have science that backs all this up. I learned as a psych major way back 35 years ago in college, I learned about self-fulfilling prophecy. Self-fulfilling prophecy was coined back in 1948. So in 1948, we knew, and self-fulfilling prophecy says this, it's predicting the future. It actually is saying what's going to happen, and once you say it, you're actually influencing the actual behavior that happens with internally as well as externally, our engagement in the universe to make it so. So just by thinking it, we can create it in our universe. And it's been studied time in and time out. And I talk about this at my boot camps, talk about in my training, some of the background studies that actually prove that what you put out there, you get back. That actually proves that what you think has an effect on the outside world to change the universe to come and deliver to you exactly what you want. Believe it, and it will be true. So let me understand something. We've got science, we've got psychologists, we've got best-selling authors, we've got Gandhi, philosophers in our life. All of these key things are absolutely amazing to create the world we have, where we have the power over it, where we can create whatever we want in our universe. We can create the magic of the world just by thinking it so. We can create the universe to be exactly what we want by imagining it and believing it to the nth degree. So what does this all have to do with failure? That's where I began, where we love our mistakes. You see, what they showed is that when you absolutely, don't forget The Peaceful Warrior. Yes, they made it into a movie and it's a powerful message. There are so many different places where this message shows up now. And yet people still miss it. People still miss the message that you can create your own universe. And what they showed in science is that when you make mistakes, when you absolutely mess up, when you have this really strong challenge in front of you, and you learn to love it. So you go into it with the understanding that you're learning just amazing things when you go into this concept of make a mistake, that's good. Failure isn't just feedback, it's learning. Failure isn't just feedback, it's a great challenge to get excited about. Failure isn't just feedback, it's an information process. All these key components create a magnitude of shift inside your brain that makes you more intelligent, have more abilities, give you more experience to be able to tackle more and more in your future. And they found that the people who were the most successful, you want to know what the difference is between the people that aren't quite and the people that do, the people that have and the have-nots. It's their ability to persevere, to have grit, to be excited about failure and keep on moving forward. So all this, hey Steve, welcome aboard. All of this combines to tell you, risk more, fail more, believe without a shadow of a doubt, regardless of whether you fail, don't fail, succeed, don't succeed, whatever's in front of you, know without a shadow of a doubt that you will keep moving forward, that you will find success, happiness, joy, prosperity, and everything else that you want in life. And that belief will make it so. Everything proves that. We've seen it over and over again, and the millennium has shown us this to be true. So now it's up to you. Whatever you have in your world, whatever you want in your world, now it's up to you to decide what it is. Because once you realize you have the control, may as well go after it. Do it. In your opinion, do you think someone needs to hit that rock bottom to catapult to success? Absolutely not. And here's what I will tell you. When you talk about rock bottom, and all too often, and what Robin's talking about is that the philosophy is you have to hit bottom to be catapult to the top. And what they found is the awareness that you could hit bottom is one thing that'll keep you from ever hitting bottom. So they've tracked it, and people will go down and then springboard back up to a higher level. So as they're doing this, what they found is when you realize that you're going down and you recognize this pattern, you can automatically self-adjust and go right to the next level without hitting rock bottom. What it also, I know, is that you can, what I call, trick the brain, where you can actually create your mindset to believe you have hit rock bottom, even though you haven't even come close. You know, there's so many people that their thermostat is set so high that their rock bottom is someone else's high plateau, that their rock bottom is someone else's great achievement. And that's where they've tricked the brain to believe that they're heading down, and thus they catapult to a whole nother level just by having the philosophy and the belief system of what rock bottom looks like, the definition, what high looks like, and knowing that they're absolutely destined for that high point. All these are the key components in creating just magnitude in your life. This is a quick message, and I just wanted to get it out there for you. It's something that's been coming in front of me over and over again, where people say, oh my gosh, failure. Oh my gosh, this is too much of a challenge. Face the challenge and watch what happens in your life. Watch what happens in your success and believe it to be so. You too can do this. This is Maverick Mondays. We're talking about loving mistakes, loving failure, and making it all happen in your life. And I want to tell you, every single Monday, we talk about things that'll just make your life that much better, how to increase your awareness of what is so that you can bring it into your world and absolutely create a magnitude in your life. This is Paul Finck, the Maverick Millionaire. Till next time, everyone, keep on keeping on, persevere every single day, because destiny is in front of you and you are destined for greatness. Till next time, everyone, take care now.